Welcome everyone to the All Effin' Wrestling Show. We got a great show for you today. JFB, tell what's on the show today.
We got jokes, we got news, and then we are doing our draft of who we are going to let go from AEW so we can sign some free agents.
Let's hand them those pink slips.
Ooh, yeah. Hit it.
Coming to you live from the FN Worldwide Media Studios, located in parts unknown.
It's the All Effin' Wrestling Show.
With your hosts, Canada Dry, and the JFB.
Tell me how it's priced. Tell me if the item is for sale. And tell me.
Good morning, afternoon. If I don't see you till later, keep my supper warm. It's the king of prediction wrestling. Welcome to this week's edition of the All Effin' Wrestling Show. I put a little suspense in there. A little suspense.
You may not have known what show you were watching.
I am, of course, the JFB, James from Boston.
And I am, of course, the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada effing dry. I'm your godfather.
Yes, he is. And we are joined below by, well, he goes by many names. Golden Graham, but we call him GM Joe because he is the greatest general manager of AFW ever.
GM Joe.
How you doing, Mr. GM Joe?
Oh, I'm doing great, guys. As you can see below my name, we're calling some people into HR today. Don't take it personal. It's just business.
It's just freaking business. Wow.
And though we have a duck logo in our corner,
And we
our
have
show has nothing to do with ducks.
nothing to do with ducks. Nothing to do with ducks. Anyways, let's get our going. Before we get to our main event, of course, we have to do our dark matches. One of them, of course, is the effing news. From the four corners of the globe, from our studios to your home, this is FNN, the FN News Network, starring Canada Dry and the JFB. All right, let's get started. Kenny Omega, obviously suffering from diverticulitis, has not gone into surgery yet for said disease. They said that once he starts feeling a little bit more comfortable, depending on how well he's healing, will depend on whether or not he actually has to go in for surgery. So, Canada Dry, what's your take on this?
You know, it's one of those things where you just gotta take the time, get better. Hopefully, like, he's one of the best wrestlers around. So, hey, look who it is! He's here.
It's Trey J Styles.
I told you guys I'd be here. You know, it's hard because we have different forms of travel here in the non-snow states. See, you guys in different parts of the world, you guys get snow and then there are plows, right?
Yeah.
If the wrong McDonald's commercial comes out and somebody mentions McFlurry, there are like 16 accidents here.
You know the problem with all this snow talk about plows. They
Yeah.
only need to call one person.
Yeah.
That name again is Mr. Plow.
Mr. Plow.
So Trey J, what are your thoughts on Kenny Omega not having surgery for diverticulitis yet?
So, okay. So it really just depends on the type of diverticulitis. I've actually, I've had family members who've had diverticulitis, and not every diverticulitis requires surgery. Sometimes it just requires them to clean out whatever the infection is, and then it'll heal on its own.
Yeah.
So in certain cases, the surgery is very invasive.
Yes.
I mean, you got to think about it. When you think about the intestines, you're stuffing, what they say, literally, when I say this, 10 pounds of shit in a 5-gallon hat.
Yeah.
So if you have if you have the surgery, you really do run the risk of saying, okay, you know what? While this is like swollen and getting everything done, I'm going to wear a colostomy bag for, 2 and 3 months because that's what it takes to heal this. And sometimes that's just not the operative way to go about things if you are, especially if you think it can heal on its own once the infection is clear.
Yeah.
And of course, this is a knowledge is power moment.
Yeah.
So not all I can't even say it. Needs surgery.
All right, let's go to GM Joe. GM Joe.
It sucks, obviously, but at the same time, like, this is an opportunity for all the young guys to be able to step up.
Yeah.
Which is what a wrestling company needs, in all honesty, because WWE is notorious for having their top guy go out and they're like, oh crap, what do we do now?
Well, it's interesting that you bring that up because Seth Rollins, of course, is injured. He has a torn MCL and meniscus, but Seth Rollins still is insisting that he will be ready by the time of WrestleMania.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if this isn't a work.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Because I've strained my MCL.
Yeah.
And it felt like it was something that was severely wrong with me. And I've injured the meniscus, and it freaking kills.
Oh yeah, I've torn my ACL and MCL and torn my PCL. It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant.
So yeah, the way he was able to finish the match.
Yeah.
Like you saw what happened to Charlotte when she got injured.
Oh yeah.
Like
she's out for like a year and a half.
She wasn't able to finish, I don't think.
Yeah.
No, they went straight to the end.
Yep. Absolutely.
I mean, well, I imagine the adrenaline had a little bit to do with Rollins being able to finish the match. I imagine once it wore off, he was probably in a lot of pain.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm always going to share sexy pics of the wrestling ladies in chat. Damn it.
I was a little distracted. I'm trying to do a podcast.
Luna, you guys,
women.
I love her.
To distract me.
All right, so Tampa's favorite.
We're half hour early, technically.
Tampa Bay's favorite drunkard, Nick Hogan, will have a new DUI case date. Hey, you know what? If you learn anything from Tammy Lynn Sitch, it's this: don't drive drunk.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not that hard, guys. Don't get behind the wheel if you've been drinking or if you're high on drugs.
It's 2023. There's more access to people to drive you around than ever before.
You have Uber, you have Lyft, you have your best friend, you have that
taxi services. Like,
you have the ability to walk around and say, "Hey, my dad's Hulk Hogan. I like that wrestling shirt you got on. You think you can give me a ride?" Like,
yeah. You can grab a bunch of change and hop on the bus.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so we're expecting Royal Rumble is right around the corner, literally right around the corner in the next week or so.
Yep, Saturday.
It's this week.
There's talk that Naomi will have a one-off show up at the Royal Rumble. Canada Dry, yes or no?
I don't know if it's a one-off.
Me neither.
Because she said goodbye to TNA.
Yeah.
So I think she's probably back for good.
Well, she still has about another month and a half to 2 months left on her contract. So there's still a chance that it may be a one-off and then kind of seeing how it works and then they bring her back in. That's my expectation. We'll see what the crowd reaction is, whether or not she'll get a contract.
Oh, they'll always pop for Naomi. She's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
She's
you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see her just be part of the bloodline.
ooh, that would be good. I mean,
That would have been
Wait,
great
which
2
one
years
is
ago.
Fury?
I'm over the bloodline now.
The problem is Naomi can't play a heel.
yeah. No, she can't.
No, she literally cannot.
We've learned
Like,
that pretty quickly.
But she hasn't really tried much, though.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? If they're going to do that, they should have her be the catalyst that really separates the bloodline for good.
Yeah, absolutely.
A smart play would
R-Truth.
be you put Naomi with Jay, and then that's the reason why you end up getting Jay and Jimmy at WrestleMania.
There you
Yeah.
go. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
R-Truth, during his recent injury with his knee, said that he almost had to get his leg amputated because of an infection with 5 different bacterial infections inside his knee. So we're glad that R-Truth is not a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. So
I'd still put my money on him because he's the
Oh,
best.
yeah, I'm loving the R-Truth with the Judgment Day. I don't like the fact that they are making the Judgment Day a joke when that is your biggest faction right now.
Yep.
But I like the fact that R-Truth is.
Will they officially ever name him part of the Judgment Day, or is it always just
I don't
No,
think so.
no, not at all.
It's smart. The problem is the Judgment Day as a whole has never gotten over.
Yeah,
No,
Like,
you're right. Yeah.
JD McDonough is legitimately forgettable. Rhea Ripley is pretty much a phase. Damian Priest is kind of hitting that like weird stride where people want to get behind him, but it's like they can't fully. And Finn is probably the most consistent.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like if they actually made him an official member of the Judgment Day, and just like you, kind of like that Costanza thing. Costanza, they're like R-Truth. He's just like fine, you're part of the group. They wouldn't get them over completely. He's that band-aid that just like.
I love it. I love it. It works for me.
Yep.
The Dudleys are teasing a possible return to wrestling, especially with TNA Impact, as that's where they seem that they want to go. Which is
Did you
funny.
see the post by
Max Caster.
Yeah, Max Caster saying you got to pay your dues in the AEW locker room.
Look, I don't
And then
care.
Bully coats back. That's the problem with AEW is that a lot of the young kids have never paid their dues.
Yeah, no, not at all.
He can stay away from AEW. I don't want to see.
Yeah,
him.
we don't need no
Billy Ray
bully.
should never. That's not his scene. It's not his thing. I mean,
I don't see how Devon is showing up. Isn't he still? Is he not under contract with WWE anymore?
no, he left.
Yeah, he left. Yeah,
Yeah, he left. I think he voided like the whole Legends deal that he had. He's no longer a producer. Because he had that one off in TNA where the Dudleys came back for one match against the Good Hands.
yeah,
So,
But you are allowed to have a Legends contract and appear somewhere else.
yeah.
Jake the Snake has one in WWE and his
Yeah,
manager.
so it's Bret Hart. So,
mhm.
all right, no decision has been made on the direction of Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I'm going to share something with you. This is from my nephew, which I thought was actually really good. Let's see if I can find it. So essentially, what he was saying is that he thinks that Roman is not going to face The Rock. He is going to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, and Cody Rhodes will take the win.
Who said this?
My cousin, or not my cousin, my nephew.
Why is your nephew our source?
Oh, he's a huge wrestling fan. So
I guess it's as good as Meltzer because Meltzer's saying it could be a 3-way for the world title.
okay. I mean,
Whatever it needs
I
to
mean,
be.
at this point, you got to have something for Roman Reigns because I think the storyline they have him in now is just bullcrap.
They just need whoever it is just needs to beat Roman Reigns one-on-one.
I agree.
Yeah, I think if you have a 3-way for the world title, it takes away from Cody, it takes away from The Rock.
Yeah.
The real question
Kind of
is,
no one wins out of that deal.
do we get Roman versus Cody where The Rock costs Roman the title?
Yes.
And then we end up going into Backlash, so we get the Roman versus Rock match. But
And
there's
we
no
take
title
their
match.
attention off of Cody.
But here's the
We
thing: I don't. As much as I think Cody is a great face wrestler right now.
Yeah.
I don't think Cody is a superstar face wrestler right now. Like a lot of the good, a lot of the energy that he had, a lot of it went away in the WrestleMania to post WrestleMania fallout. And it's kind of been like
What,
you've been
you
throwing
mean-
him in to try to get this like rub by association with everything. So it's like, oh yeah, he's in the War Games match. Oh yeah, he's tagging and he's beating
Judgment
this
Day.
team
Yeah.
with tagging with Jey Uso and so after a while it's kind of hard to really see anything new because you're throwing the entire kitchen sink to make this guy relevant and there's nothing there other than finish the story.
AJ, are you saying that Triple H doesn't know how to strike when the iron is hot for his wrestlers?
Nope.
I'm saying that Triple H has always been the guy who missed the mark. He can put together a fantastic story, but in his mind, he has to see that story all the way through, even if the time to strike might have been 3 months sooner or 6 months sooner.
Yeah.
Hey, Alec, how you doing?
Hey,
Just to put my perspective on it, there's a couple of things regarding the sort of finishing the story, and but which people sort of seem to neglect the fact that one of Dusty's phrases was the story's never finished. You know,
Mhm.
what was it called? Which is I think what the WWE are what was it sort of playing into? What was it? And I got that sense right before last year's WrestleMania with some of the stuff that Cody was doing. But was it? I think I was one of the only ones that said that Cody wasn't going to win.
Yeah.
What was it? I think Cody won't win the title until there's a big event in MSG, which is apparently going to happen later this year. Apparently, there's a big pay-per-view booked for MSG next year, rumored to be, which is where I think Cody
will win before Mania.
Nope. I think Roman's getting the Hogan record. Most definitely getting the Hogan record.
Okay.
I don't think what was it? I don't think there's any. The thing people need to remember about was it storytelling is the incentives not in the it's not in WWE's best interest to take that belt off Roman, regardless if he's wrestling one night a month or what was it 10 nights every month or 400 days in a year like Hulk Hogan was.
But if you give the belt to Cody,
Yeah.
and you now have this major marquee matchup between Rock and Roman, I think you can still draw the attention.
Yeah, I don't think Cody's going to be anywhere near that world title at WrestleMania. It's just a feeling that I've got.
I think that's also why Cody hasn't signed the contract, because he's like, if I sign, I'm for sure not winning it.
Yeah.
That is. I mean, we need to start listening to these sort of rumors on the internet. You know, what Cody hasn't signed supposedly is an extension to the contract he's already got.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of years. He's got a couple of years still on their contract. You know, and if you listen to a lot of stuff that's sort of been said in the past, like supposedly the way the early EW contracts were structured was they were signing multi-years, but both the wrestler and the Tony could get out at the end of every year, and that's why some people left, and that's why Cody was able to leave, because he wanted out. You know, whether or not he's got that same deal at WWE, I don't know. Whether that's still the same at AEW, I don't know. But supposedly that's the way it was like a rolling contract. It was a multi-year rolling contract. Supposedly that's how the AEW early contracts were structured. I don't know if that's the case now, because obviously with things that's happened, you know. I think Jade opted out of an extension as well, you know.
Yeah.
But in terms of what Cody winning at WrestleMania, I've got no issues with Roman staying the champion, because at the end of the day, there should always be that chase, and if you take away that chase, then you've got nothing. It's got nothing. As soon as they take that belt off of Roman, that belt means nothing. Okay, because there's nothing behind it. You know, what was it? You then need to start sort of building story after story. What would make more sense is somebody within that bloodline to take that belt off of Roman. Roman disappears, and the bloodline continue to hold that title. I think that's what might happen, you know, going down the line. But I don't think Cody will win the title till the end of the year, personally myself.
Okay.
Sorry,
You know what I think is going to happen, honestly? I think Cody's going to win the title at Mania and then lose it right away to a cash in. It's personally what I think is going to happen.
Okay.
Oh, that would be fans would freak out.
I think they're going to freak out regardless, whether he wins and loses like that, or if he does, or if he loses the title.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get the title at Mania anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it? I mean, a great documentary to watch is obviously the Cody, the documentary that Cody did when we come back to, you know, about the return and things like that. And if you watch some of the Dusty, he's very heavily influenced with the way Dusty did things, you know. And I don't think Cody would want the title for very long either, because that's not the way Dusty played the game either, you know. The whole premise of wrestling is the chase, you know.
Yeah, the chase is very important. But how long should a chase last? Should it last 2 years? I don't know.
No, I mean, it should, you know, I mean, everybody, I mean, let's be honest, right? Everybody goes on about, like, they use the comparisons like, what was it, San Martino, right? Yeah. What was it, like, and people go, well, Roman's never had that wrestled every night like San Martino, okay?
Yeah.
But on the flip side to that is 90% of fans, if San Martino was wrestling just now, would be saying the same thing. They wouldn't watch his matches, you know, because they weren't. There was nothing in them in terms of what modern wrestling is, you know. What was it called? It's a completely different game, you know. What was it? And I think I personally think this is the way to go. I think they're working on building long-term talent. That MJF did it as well. Nobody criticised MJF. MJF wrestled less than Roman Reigns. But
MJF was at least on TV, present to build stuff.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns.
Anyways, we've got a short amount of time to finish this show. We have to finish it in an hour, so we'll move on. Thanks for calling in, Alex.
No worries.
Talk to you later, Alex.
Bye.
See you.
All right, we got two more. Really quickly, Mercedes Moné is to make her AEW debut after her acting commitments, and Okada, who happens to be part of the main event. It's believed that AEW initially offered a higher salary than WWE on the first offer. So we shall see where eventually Okada ends up. Fingers crossed. It's not in WWE. So let's get.
I'm a little different on that. I feel like I hope he does go to WWE. Honestly,
Okay.
I think that, you know, if you like, Okada as a name sounds great in AEW. Okada as a wrestler, his pacing and stuff for his matches is very WWE-esque.
Very much so. Yeah.
Like, and plus the chance to see him versus Orton in a match might be the greatest match that we'll ever see in our lifetime.
I said this before.
I wouldn't be terribly upset if Okada didn't sign in AEW.
Yeah.
I said this on, I think, maybe on Friday night. Could you imagine Orton and Okada sitting down to plan out a match, and Okada's like, okay, 45 minutes, and Orton just looks at him and calls him stupid?
No, honestly, Okada says 45 minutes. Orton's like, make it 50. Like, Orton's one of those guys that could do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
people, like it was, I think it would set a new standard for wrestling for them, because you have this 30, you know, Okada's in his early 30s, and he knows how to pace a match so well that it's not going to feel like 45 minutes. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, like this happened, but there was something, and it's like big spot, build. And that's the way Orton was taught.
Yeah.
So,
But this goes back to, once again, I don't think Triple H would pull the trigger to let that happen.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how, like, he's great with his guys, but I feel like he's from a Vince tree where if you're not his creation, he really doesn't care.
you might be right.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to our joke of the week. Joke of the week is brought to you by FTW Pro Wrestling. We can talk about it. Let's play it.
Determination, perseverance. These are the qualities that make a champion. Do you have what it takes to be the next wrestling superstar? Are you ready to turn your dreams into a reality? At Fight the World Wrestling's World Wrestling Academy, we can help you become the champion you were meant to be. Our world travel trainers, Brian Idle and Natalia Markova, are well-known industry professionals with years of experience in the world of wrestling. From the basics to advanced techniques, they are dedicated to help give you the tools that you need to succeed in the ring. Our training program is tailored to challenge you, push you to your limits, and help you discover your full potential. Come join our diverse group of talent. Join us at Fight the World Wrestling's World Wrestling Academy and make your dream a reality. Visit our website or contact us to learn more and start your journey to the top today.
Hey, this is Bret the Hitman Hart. Every day, people are mocked because they feel that dad jokes are the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. That's messed up. I believe that no one should have to fight for their humor. It's okay to dad joke.
Hello, one and all. Better than your boyfriend. Lord Ryan Rich with your official joke of the week. What does a noisy pepper do? It gets jalapeno business. Thanks, everyone. Have a great Sunday. We'll see you next week.
Rich Southwood, king of the dad jokes.
Yeah.
Who better? Who better?
Nobody.
And the fact that he has like the Joey Ryan porn stash going is just like it makes it all the better.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
He definitely does.
Absolutely. All right, so let's get to the main event, shall we?
Gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
All right, our main event, of course, in order to make room, this is kind of like professional sports, in order to make room for your big signee, whether it's a rookie contract, whether it's a seasoned grizzled veteran, you got to make cap room. And AEW is no different. Now, while they are not a publicly traded company, you do have a limit to which he can spend money. So we're going to do a draft. 5 rounds. Each person picks a wrestler and then has to justify it amongst the rest of the group. We're going to go with Canada Dry first. Canada Dry
second.
Okay.
Just doing something right now.
Okay.
So we're picking a wrestler to keep or a wrestler to cut.
Wrestler to cut.
Okay, wrestler to cut. Okay.
We're making room for the stars, like Elias, like Okada.
Like a what? Like a who?
I hear those
Elijah. Elijah is his name.
I thought it was Ezekiel.
Now I'm
his
now
brother.
Never thought in a million years I would ever hear we got to make room for the stars like Elias.
I think he's great. I think he's underrated.
Oh, he is. Yes, absolutely, 100%. All right, so Canada Dry, you want to go first? You want to?
I will let GM Joe go first.
All right, GM Joe, you're first.
My first name on the chopping block to please come CHR is Jake Hager.
Okay, Jake Hager. Get out of here.
He's not used on TV. I think he has an overall losing record. And we forgot to mention this last night on Collision After Dark. AEW is finally bringing back the rankings.
Yeah.
So you have a losing record, you got to get going.
Yeah. I mean, I listen, here's the deal. MMA is going to be his sport. MMA is always going to be his go-to while he's not really fighting per se. Mm-hmm. I think he just sits around and does nothing. He's not a part of JAS. He's not really involved in any major storylines. I say give him the axe, Canada Dry.
I also agree that Jake Hager, he was on my list of people to fire. Um, if you're not going to do something with them,
Yeah.
like it's dead space. Like I think they could have done more with Jake Hager,
Yeah.
but they just whatever reason they just didn't.
Okay.
And if you're not gonna, don't waste any room on him on the roster.
I have a question real quick. If these people have 2 contracts, are we terminating both contracts or just a wrestling contract?
Just a wrestling contract.
Yeah, like if they work backstage.
Okay, so they're okay.
Yeah.
Also,
Alright.
does this count for? Can we pick people from AEW and ROH's roster or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
All right, Trey J, your thoughts on
Claudio Castagnoli.
Whoa!
Yes, Claudio got it. Claudio he does not have it. Like, he came in with a lot of promise. He came in to be like as much as I hate to say it, the replacement for Brody Lee.
Yeah.
The big name that was going to kind of take it to the next level. Like, he got his world title run, so it's like, yay, good for you. He has no opportunity to show his personality. He has no opportunity to really have decent main event level matches. It's like right now he's become a new jobber to the stars because I'm pretty sure you guys saw him lose the Hangman. He's probably going to lose the Swerve at some point in time. He did not have a great showing in the Continental Classic. Like, Claudio's got to, like, there's no purpose for Claudio at this point. He's not going to be in any main events. The Blackpool Combat Club is not joining Blood and Guts. They're not feuding with anybody as a group. He doesn't. He has no personality. He has nothing to give, and ratings are not moving because of him to justify how much money they spent to bring him in.
And Alex Haney agrees with you.
Alex Haney always agrees with me because Alex Haney's voice sounds like a warm hug.
Yeah.
A warm Irish hug.
Yes. That's Scottish.
Shit. My bad, Alex.
You're just so nice that you screwed it up at the end of the finish.
What does everybody think about Claudio Castagnoli?
I was shocked that he went to fire a big name like that.
Yeah.
But that's something WWE would have no problem doing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think
it's like if you had your choice of keeping Claudio or getting Nick Nemeth right now, which one would you pick?
Nick Nemeth.
Absolutely, without question.
Yeah. So my opinion on this is like sometimes you got to be bold.
Yeah.
In business, and you got to make the tough cuts.
Yeah.
So
to be fair, I would rather have Shelton Benjamin than Claudio Castagnoli. I don't even think Claudio could. At least Shelton can teach some of the younger guys like in that size range. Claudio doesn't have that.
I agree with. I think that's a tough cut that I wouldn't be able to make, but you made it.
Mm-hmm.
What does everyone else think?
That hurts me, but I can't argue with his reasoning.
Yeah.
You guys know I'm a Claudio fan. So.
Yeah.
But yet you can't argue with Trey J.
Look, if you come with legit facts, I'm not going to sit there and say you're wrong. I mean,
that's true. All right.
Oh, and then, so hey, Alex Haney goes, the younger guys don't want teaching.
That's not true.
To me, the young guys that are in the clique don't want teaching. There are a lot of guys in there. Like Isaiah Cassidy was one that really wanted to be like mentored. You have guys like Sammy Guevara who claims he doesn't want to be mentored, but he sticks with Jericho. Like these guys want to be mentored.
Yeah.
They just want to pick and choose.
Yeah, he wants to pick his mentor.
I mean, there was plenty of people who would come in early to work when Regal was there with Danielson. So to sit there and say all young people don't want to learn is a very much a mischaracterization.
All right, Canada Dry, who you going with?
All right, let me look in my little black book here.
Oh boy,
there's like one name that I expect to come.
There's like a menu of people to fire.
Yeah,
I'll have the filet of fish.
There's like one person I'm expecting Aaron to say right now, and I'm really hoping he does.
I'm gonna fire Ortiz.
Wow, not where I was going.
Yeah, Ortiz. To me, he's not needed anymore. Like without Santana and that tag team, he doesn't bring much to the table.
Yeah,
and
he apologizes for losing matches.
Yeah, Sorry.
My bad.
Oops, did I do that?
What does anybody think about Ortiz?
That's a good cut.
Yeah.
I feel like the fact that I don't think about Ortiz is why I can agree with this pick.
Okay.
Dude, I want to know who you thought I thought. Maybe PM me.
I'm gonna send it to you right now, actually, because
Yeah.
I feel like
Will fire him.
and feel free to give me your reaction without saying the name.
Okay.
I'm sending it to you now. Boom, it's in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with mine. It's gonna be it's gonna be
That was my reaction.
That's your reaction?
This is a really tough one, but to be honest with you,
That is harsh, Dave.
yeah,
That is harsh.
yeah. Chuck Taylor has to go. I think out of everybody in the Best Friends, he is the least talented wrestler. Period. There's just nothing about him that screams, "I justify the amount of money you're paying me."
There was a time when he wasn't working with an AEW contract. He was getting paid per appearance.
That is true. Correct.
So you're not far off with that selection.
Yeah. I just don't see him. I just don't see him being worth it. What does everybody else think?
Come on, just say it's Kingston.
Let's just hope Dollywood isn't watching this episode for your safety, okay, JFB?
All I know is if I get bumped into the knee, you'll know who it is.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I mean, he doesn't really add much to the current product. So
no, he really doesn't. I mean, which is really sad to say, but I mean, in all honesty, he just doesn't do anything. Trey J, what are your thoughts?
You know what? It's like I want to because I love when they give the people what they want, but you're right. His value is not in ring.
Yeah. All right. Who's next?
Yeah, I agree with this as well. Chuck, I think the Best Friends as an entity need to just die. We don't need them together anymore. Let them do their own thing.
You know what I want? I want to heal Best Friends.
I mean, it wouldn't be that bad to have a heel Best Friends, but
as a heel Best Friends, I could get on board even keeping Chucky T.
Yeah.
But you could also replace him with Romero.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, let's go with GM Joe again.
Joe can't start next time. We got to get Aaron to start. We got to reverse the order.
All right, let's do it.
You got to start this one, yeah.
Yeah, Canada Dry, you go.
Yep.
Right,
say the name. Say the name. Say the name.
We will tell you if I do not select him. We will tell you at the end of the draft who.
If you don't select him, I'll probably select him with my last pick. So,
come on, you got to be. Anyways, I'm firing on behalf of my friend CM Punk, Colt Cabana.
Oh, is he even wrestling?
He's on the roster. He's on the roster page. So
not your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler.
Man,
and I'm sorry, Dolly.
No, you two are going to be taken out by Dollywood. Good Lord.
Yeah, it is not going to feel good getting kneecapped by Dollywood.
What are your thoughts on Colt Cabana getting cut with the fats on the chopping block?
I don't think I've ever supported you more than right now. So
give me a warm Irish hug.
Like a warm Irish hug. Oh,
there you go. Scottish hug.
Oh yeah, Scottish. I flopped the finish too.
Dang.
Oh my God, hilarious! All right, Joe, what do you think?
I mean,
did I show this already?
Don't fire Trent's mom. Yeah, that's another good one. It's just. I think he has a backstage role, so I mean, he's still going to be employed. So
does he?
I think he does. Yeah.
Maybe after CM Punk left, he did. Coast is clear. He's like looking around.
All right, let's go with Trey J. Trey J, who's your next one?
Oh, Juice Robinson.
Oh!
He's firing the big guy. Like he's
Yo,
like,
I'm like,
fired,
I'm
fired.
headhunting right now. I'm headhunting. Y'all lucky I ain't say Chris Statlander this round, but like,
Whoa, you fired her. I'll be so mad at you.
I'm gonna tell you why next round, but but like, Juice Robinson makes the most sense to me out of people to get rid of because he doesn't really have anything. Like, I mean, Juice Robinson literally had to make an anti-Semitic comment to just to rate.
Yeah.
His matches aren't good. He has surprisingly, he does have a winning record in AEW, but has anybody felt like Bullet Club Gold's gotten worse since he's been gone? Because I sure haven't. Like, I feel like if there's anything, you've proved that you don't need him.
But they brought back Cardboard him last night.
Yeah.
Did you see how tall he was compared to everyone else? It's like, no, he's really short.
Yeah. Cardboard him is more entertaining than real him. Like, we get rid of Cardblade. At least Cardblade was like not as good as Jay White.
Yeah.
Like Juice Robin Card. I don't know what they call him now.
I don't remember.
They had a little funky name for it, but yeah, it's just like Rock Card.
Yeah.
Rock Card Juice.
Oh,
I like it, but like that is more entertaining because first of all, as a grown cisgender straight male, I cannot call another man rock hard.
Yeah.
That's just not gonna work for me ever.
But I support this firing in every way. Soda Pop, what do we call him?
Soft serve Soda Pop Jones.
Yeah, he's fired.
Let's
Let's get Alex's
He's
thoughts.
a creative wrestler.
Alec, what do you think of firing Juice Robinson?
It's a bit of a strange one. I think I really like Juice. I think he's a great talent, but I get what you're sort of saying. I mean, is he doing anything? What was it? It's a hard one,
Yeah.
Okay. And just on the the comment that Trey just made there. Let me just tell you, and I think I've mentioned this a few times before on the podcast. Never in my wildest days did I ever think I would be going down into a stadium with grown ass men coming up to me and going, "Scissor me, daddy."
You haven't lived yet if you haven't done that in your 20s. Like,
there you go. All right, let's go.
If you watch, I just remember that from South Park.
But Joe, who you cutting?
Can I throw an anomaly in here?
Go ahead.
Sure.
Well, what was it? Well, I had to, but what was it? One's an anomaly, one's not. I'll go with the one that's not. What was it? Malachi Black, because that man does not want to be there. What one iota? He just looks
That's the reason why I wouldn't fire him. Just because, too bad you're under contract, buddy.
What's the point in him being there if he doesn't want to be there? What was it called? I feel what was it? It's something that's wrong in wrestling. If the talent doesn't want to be there, just get rid of them. What was it called? Not doing anybody any favors. It's long gone are the days where guys would get buried before they left.
Yeah.
So, that's who I would sort of say. Fire.
Okay.
Just before his contract expires, just fire him.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right, Alex. Thanks for calling in.
Bye.
All right, let's go to Joe. Joe, who's your next on the chopping block?
Okay, so I thought long and hard about this one.
Long and hard.
But I'm cutting Dustin Rhodes.
Dang it, I had him on my list. All right, I'm taking him off.
This one I think I might disagree with.
I mean, my reasoning for this is it opens up a spot for younger talent to come up.
But his contract's almost over. Okay.
Okay.
Die.
You literally just said okay with firing Malachi Black before his contract expires.
I didn't say that. I said I wouldn't release him.
But once again, if we're looking at this as a business perspective, you're keeping Justin here. You're bringing in someone to go above him.
Yeah.
You got to let your undercard be able to rise up.
You know what I would do instead of firing him? I would just move him backstage.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, long term, Dustin really doesn't offer much for the company. And I hate to say that.
It's true.
but it's true.
As a wrestler, no.
Definitely
But
as
as
an
a
on-screen
trainer,
presence.
But we're not talking about backstage. We're talking about literally just on-screen talent as a wrestler.
Has anybody ever said, I cannot wait for that Dustin Rhodes to see the natural show up on my screen? That's going to move some numbers. Hashtag
I
Dustin
think
I mean, no.
if you booked him to leave properly in a retirement match on a Dynamite, I think that'd be great.
I mean, no,
Yeah,
but to be
but
fair, I've never
People
once
lost
watched
their
a
minds
Dustin.
when they put him in there against Swerve at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But to be fair, like I've never watched a Dustin Rhodes match and been like, "Wow, that's a crappy match."
Fire Dustin, that's Evil Joe for you.
All right, I'm gonna go with mine. Mine's
Like I
gonna
said,
be,
it's just business. It's nothing personal.
Yeah,
Plus,
right.
it's CHR.
I'm gonna go with mine. It's gonna be Action Andretti. They gave him a chance and they gave him the rub to beat Jericho, ruin everybody's prediction, and that guy hasn't done jack squat since. He's annoying. I don't like him. Get rid of him. Get him out of here. He is just roster. He's stealing oxygen. Is what he's doing.
That's it. He's fired, but I disagree with the firing.
Okay.
I was the biggest Action Andretti hater, but when they put him with Top Flight,
Yeah.
I think he's doing a little bit better. Put him in lower on the card. It's where he belongs. He needs to grow into that spot.
Good.
And I don't mind him as a young talent learning the trade. So
Yeah.
I disagree with that firing. Anyone? Any other thoughts on this one?
I don't know.
Nope.
I disagree on the firing just because I think that he still has a lot to offer.
Okay.
I definitely agree with you. The pairing with Top Flight was perfect because one of those guys is going to get hurt, so you're going to need somebody to kind of fill in.
Yeah.
So
That's
I don't
a
know.
hot take by Alec Kenny.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to Canada Dry. Your turn, my friend.
All right, let me look through this menu book here.
So
I'm
this
fine.
is round 3, right?
Yeah.
I'm firing Evil Uno.
Oh.
I had him on my list.
I did not. I didn't have anybody in Dark Order on my list.
I feel like he doesn't like. Can we fire the whole Dark Order instead?
Oh.
No, we need to keep them around until Brody leaves.
Yeah, I think unless they're a tag team, you can't fire them. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fire Evil Uno.
Okay.
Okay. I can't disagree. I think without Stu Grayson, he's just floundering.
Yeah.
I liked him way better with Stu Grayson as a tag team. Stu's not there.
Think with the Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like they add something to the tag division, but him alone as competing in the trios, no.
What do you think, Mr. GM Joe?
I mean, he was on my list of people that I would fire
Yeah.
because once again, he has a backstage role. He works very heavily with the video games and everything. So.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right.
Alex wants to fire Tony Khan, but
Well, you can't fire
think we
Tony.
need
You can't
the money.
fire the boss. Sorry.
We
Doesn't
need the
work.
money to keep this thing going.
Right.
All right, let's go to Trey J. Styles. Who's next on your list?
Chris Statlander.
Explain yourself.
Chris Statlander's plateaued. I think she is like topped out, and it doesn't seem like they're in a rush to move her into like a feud between her and Toni Storm seems like it'd be good, but now it's like, oh, he just got pushed back down because now Deanna's in there, Mariah May's in there. Like it's weird because it's like if you're in the TNT division, they've almost bubbled you away from like the main title.
Yeah.
It's like the only person I think that's ever gone for both titles is Ruby Soho.
Yeah.
And well, to be honest with you, we've seen how that goes.
Yeah.
And I'm not really seeing, and it's not necessarily like because she's bad, but I think that she deserves an opportunity to go somewhere else. I think she'd be great in Impact. I think Impact would be massively boosted. The Knockouts division would be massively boosted by having a new, younger star in there. I think that she could wreck shit in NXT right now. Maybe not necessarily.
Imagine Chris Statlander showing up in the Rumble.
Yeah, like I would love that. I think Chris Statlander. because she's actually strong. Like, can you imagine like a tag team of Tiffany Stratton and Chris Statlander? That would be very, very interesting because it would be two different dynamics, two different styles. You have the athletic buff Barbie, but then you have like Chris Statlander in her like, let's be serious.
Yeah.
Because Chris Statlander would be the perfect person to get revenge on Fallon Henley.
Okay, so this is why I disagree with you, because I want to see this heel Chris Statlander with Hathaway. Like, this is going to be good.
Okay. All right. Let's go with Joe.
My next person to fire is Tay Mello.
Oh, getting rid of the new mom.
You ain't got to fire Tay Mello. She ain't never coming back.
Well, no. Okay. Asterisk.
Oh, she's never coming back, you don't think?
Once she is back from maternity leave, so there's no legal ramifications.
Yes.
Because she is protected. But
like, Sammy Guevara is going to keep her knocked up.
She injures people. Go now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm completely fine with firing Tay Mello because I don't think she's a safe wrestler.
No, I don't think so either. I think she's a horrible wrestler. All right. I'm going to go with mine. Ooh, the third round. This is going to be tough.
Here goes.
I'm going. Danny has a recommendation for you.
He's hopeless.
Like I almost want to believe.
We can fire refs if we
on my
want,
list.
but it's not the big money. You got to clear some money sometimes.
Yeah. Here's your money cleaner right here, Miro. What has that guy done in the last 3 years? He hasn't done shit. He's done the TNT, and that was it. And that was I just get rid of Miro. He's not doing anything.
But here's the thing, JP.
Yeah.
When you fire someone, you have to wonder, is this going to help the competition?
Oh, of course it's going to help the competition.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm thinking. You have to kind of consider that when you fire someone.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it. I don't think he's going to do squat anywhere else he goes.
Okay.
He could go to TNA, he could go to WWE, he could go MLW, he could go wherever he wants to.
Anyone oppose firing Miro?
No, and you know what? You know what? Here's why. He's like, from the reports I've heard, he's not a team player. He's not willing to put people over.
Yes,
Marty is not a Kill Switch fan.
Do you blame him? All right, let's go to Canada Dry for the fourth round.
Let me look in this menu. I will get the breakfast special. No. Who the hell? I'm firing Pretty Peter Avalon.
Is he still here?
No, you can't fire Pretty Peter Avalon.
You just fired Statlander and you're opposing to Peter Avalon.
Yo, Peter, you got to keep jobbers. That's not good money. He's getting more money backstage.
Oof. That's a tough one. I don't know if I can agree with that one wholeheartedly.
What do you think, Alex?
Well, I was just reaching in to just get your perspectives on the Miro thing again. Now, one of the big things that was said about when a talent sort of leaves WWE is, oh, they've misused them, or what was it? It's always the company's fault, you know.
Yeah.
You know, is Miro an example of there was stuff going on backstage that we didn't necessarily know? You know, the fans were obviously behind him because the fans obviously love him. You know, but there must be something translating from WWE and AEW with some of these stars. You know, like was it, I don't know if you I didn't hear that. Was it you, Joe, that was saying that he's not a team player? You know, just big pictures on that. And also, can we fire Cameraman 3? Because I think he's a bit of a perv, to be honest.
Yes, we'll fire him. All right, we've got a little bit of time left here. We got to finish up.
Man, Cameraman 3 is the one that gets the good shots to Sky Blue.
Yeah, that's true.
But we did hear what's her name, Saraya, complain about him being a pervert.
Yeah,
he is a pervert.
All right, let's go to Trey J. Trey J, who's your fourth pick?
Oh, dang, you got me on it. I wasn't ready. Fourth pick. I was still debating between two because I saved my last spot for the person that Canada Dry may or may not say. I can't. Okay, like I'm torn. Okay, my picks here are Keith Lee and Pac.
What?
Yes,
wow.
Keith Lee is trash. Pac is like Keith Lee has some life decisions he needs to make right now. Like everything that made him great coming out of Texas is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you go with Keith Lee then. I think
I know you want me to stay away from Pac on this one, but like
but it's your job. You can fire who you want.
just all right. Okay, I'll go with Keith Lee. I'll stick with Keith Lee.
Okay.
I definitely feel like Pac could go. I mean, at best he's a part-timer, at worst he's not there. But
Yeah.
Keith Lee, I mean, we've had promise, we've hoped for like prime NXT Keith Lee forever.
Yeah.
And it's the same situation, I think. I think like COVID, and it's not his fault. COVID did a number on his body. COVID did like,
Marty with good comment. You have to find Pac to fire him. Where the hell is he?
Good point. But yeah, and that's just really the thing. And I don't want to see him get like seriously injured because of the weight he's picked up and because he's not being able, he's trying to do the things that he could have done, but no longer can. He can't sustain a feud. He's, his body is definitely falling apart. Like, I don't know if any of you guys actually ordered Final Battle. The match between him and Shane Taylor was atrocious, and both of them are capable of so much better. It's just wrestling might not be for him anymore.
Yeah, he just might like when you're big like that, doing the small man moves like flying like that. It's so hard on your body. If you watch the Dark Side of the Ring with Bam Bam Bigelow, you'll see how doing those kind of things just destroyed his body.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, let's go to GM Joe.
Parker Boudreaux.
Okay.
Didn't even know he was on the roster. He can go.
Okay.
Like,
so what do you plan on doing with the $15 a week you've saved by firing Parker Boudreaux? Are we going to add something new to the menu? Probably sell a couple more T-shirts? I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I didn't have him on my list because I don't feel he's significant enough.
I just can't find anyone else like I really want to fire. That's the thing.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
You couldn't have picked Johnny TV?
I mean, I could have.
He's useful though in ROH.
Ethan Page? No,
I'm not firing Ethan Page.
You're firing some bigger names. We're going for the scum at the bottom of the pond here.
Yep. I got to go last next round, right, JFB? Because I got to wait to see if like Joe or Canada Dry picks my person.
Okay, so I'm going to go with my fourth pick, and my fourth pick is going to be. I hate to say it, but you know what? I want to get rid of Brody King.
What?
Wow.
I think he would excel in WWE.
Yep.
I think that he would be.
Yes, but you're not working for WWE. You're working for AEW.
No, I know. But he's not in a championship picture to justify a big guy. I think he's floundering in AEW, and I think that he needs to get him.
You think going to WWE, he's going to be put in a world title picture?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He would not.
He would definitely get a world title match.
Yep.
No, he
We'll
wouldn't.
get a match, but then he'd go right
He
to
ain't
the
winning
bottom.
no title. You think they're going to let him beat Roman Reigns? No.
No.
You think he's beating Seth Rollins? Not a chance.
I think that he could beat Seth Rollins.
Okay.
I mean, Brody King in 2024 is starting to look like Lance Archer in 2020.
Yeah.
Like,
Lace sex pest. That's funny. All right, let's go to Canada Dry first.
All right, let's see what else we got on the menu here. I'm firing Sean Dean, the captain.
No!
This guy has done nothing in AEW his whole career. He needs to like he's been surpassed by Lee Moriarty.
Yeah.
So he just needs to go bye-bye.
I agree with this 100%.
But I guess why do you hate this so much?
Man, he's like, he don't even do anything. He's just the back. He don't even have a wrestling career. He's just a backstage producer.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's
So
like,
he's going to keep his backstage producer job.
Yeah, he can keep the job if he's good at it, but he's not going to wrestle no more.
He's not getting paid to wrestle.
Oh, so you're not defending him as a wrestler? You're just saying.
Absolutely not. But you can't find. He's a veteran, man.
He's a
Oh,
veteran.
you're going to hate my next name then.
Well, let's hear it, GM Joe. Go for it.
Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah. Get rid of his ass. You're fired.
That's fair.
Oh my God, I can't disagree with this either. I think he's not doing anything.
Like, I mean, like he doesn't fit. Like, is he entertaining? Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Apparently, we're picking anyone and everyone for this. Like, holy.
I
All right,
just want
let's
to point
go
out
with,
that I'm the only one out of this group that has saved the company over $1 million.
Yes, you have
That's
saved.
true, but I'm getting ready to not. Well, I think Miro makes that quite a bit of money.
yeah, Miro makes a good amount of money.
Yeah. I'm going to go with my pick, and it is going to be a whopper. Okay, Hangman Page, you're out of here.
Damn.
The guy
Whoa.
did the promo.
Yep.
JFB
the guy
is
is
a
a good
secret spy
wrestler.
for the WWE, trying to.
I
change
think
the
so because
company.
now he's a star on the other show.
No, he's
Like
not.
that's the thing. That's the thing.
WWE would not pick up Hangman Page.
No.
They
because-
would. They
because-
would.
Go back to
No,
Japan.
so they would put Hangman Page on the same company with CM Punk.
They have two different brands.
Nah, it wouldn't work. Wouldn't work. The
Yeah.
guy doesn't listen. Like Triple H would be sick of. Like Hangman Page is 2024 is Lex Luger.
Yeah.
He don't love the business, but it's the best thing that he can do. It's like either I'm gonna make 40 grand as a teacher, or I'm gonna make like 250 grand hanging with my friends.
There you go.
Maybe he could substitute for you once in a while.
Oh,
He could like I'm gonna let you guys know something really, really seriously. Hangman Page could not lace my boots in any aspect of my life.
He couldn't even take your place in this podcast, right?
Sure couldn't. He's not entertaining. What would you guys want to do? Listen to him? Listen to him? Really?
We mute his mic. Okay, this is better.
all right. Let's go with Trey J for the final pick.
I wanted to save this properly to make sure that this was done right. I'm one of those people who, I feel like, and Canada Dry can attest to, because he knows exactly who I was going to pick from the get. But I'm going to play this. He's got to fucking go.
Yes, out of here.
Oh my God, when it comes to like people that have, literally failed upwards, it is Sammy Guevara. Like Sammy Guevara had a perfectly good heel turn on Jericho, and it was finally like, oh, he's gonna get away from Jericho. Then he gets injured and comes back and immediately saves Jericho. He blew the Impact deal. He's part of the reason why most of those guys don't want to be backstage.
Yeah.
Andrade couldn't wait to get out of that place. Miro can't wait to get out of that place. You guys know how bad he politicked Miro just to kind of like get that what's the other guy, the one that he used to run with, but then like he got fired last year too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that guy, the one with the mask.
Fuego, wherever the hell's
Fuego del Sol. It was like the Sammy Guevara podcast might have been the most annoying thing on this side of the planet, especially because like, oh my God, he's not good. Like the best promos he ever cut were on cue cards.
but he shows up in WWE and helps Cody.
You know what? They got Ricky Starks for that. We already know Ricky Starks is going to WWE. It's like not even pretend. Like we know that there are certain people that need to end up in WWE. It's like, to me, Sammy Guevara is the Jordan Grace of the men's division.
Oh, yes.
Perfectly good where they are.
Yep.
Will never see the light of day anywhere else.
And Alex Haney thinks they wouldn't take him.
They wouldn't.
No, that was in regards to Hangman.
I know, but I'm misusing his.
Yeah. We're interjecting when we want.
Did
Yes.
I
can use
say
that whenever.
that maybe
I can
Trace
throw it out.
should be
They
the
wouldn't
GM
take
of AFW?
I love it. All right, guys, that's it. That's the end of the show.
Yeah.
Sunday. We got football. We got church. We got all kinds of stuff. Make sure you stay busy. Stay well. Now, you want to get a hold of us, you can send us money. You can go bigshinymatrix@hotmail.com. You can go ahead and leave a comment below and add a buck or two. You can sign up for a tier. You can buy a shirt like this shirt right here, the All Effing Wrestling shirt, the Hot Wheels shirt that Canada Dry is wearing. You go where? ProWrestlingTees.com/effing wrestling. If you want to get old school
You was
wrestling.
about to plug the other store.
My God. If you want to go ahead and and support Adrian Adonis and Old School Wrestling. We run his shop as well, ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can get all your Adrian Adonis gear on behalf of me, the JFB, Canada Dry, he who remakes the paradigm shift, Trey J Styles, GM Joe.
I just want to say that dark times come. It's okay to be down. It's not okay to stay down.
Yep.
The great deception is that depression always wins. Hurting yourself is easy. It's the living that is hard.
Yeah.
It takes fortitude to move forward every single day. Strength doesn't come from within. Relationships can be like lightning rods for your soul. That doesn't make you weak. That makes you a survivor. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, thy rod and your staff, they comfort me. Do not gloat over me, my enemy. Though I sit in darkness, I will rise. Raise your fist in the air and say, just keep fighting.
Yeah, let's hit it.
That was powerful.
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at ProWrestlingTees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.